Yo, so what's going on, boys and girls? My name is Pone. I am the corruptor of the youth, and here we go today with a nice little video for you guys, going out and back into COD4, playing a little bit with the MP5 silenced, having some fun on Downpour, which is what I make those bitches do. You know what I'm talking about, right? Internet 5. Let's go. So today we're going to talk about bowling swag, and a lot of you guys like, what do you mean bowling swag? Now, I'm going to cut into this a little bit because this is another story time with Pone. And this predates the ducky swag. This was what I used to have, and I call it the bowling swag. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm kind of a big deal. JK, bro. Seriously. Back in the day, I was in a bad car accident. I had a very, very good future possibility when in sports. It was down to, I could do football, soccer, that kind of football too. I mean, any sort of sport that I wanted to. I was very athletic, and I had a lot of potential. Actually, before this car accident, I was supposed to be traveling to Brazil for training for soccer, and so I had a lot of possibilities, and then I got in this car accident, and that was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I never wait, what? It really messed up my back, and I was no longer able to participate in sports like I used to. So I had to pick up other things. I started playing chess, the muffin game, and I started bowling. Bowling it's more of an arm strength thing. I mean, there's a little bit in the back and everything like that, but not so much. There wasn't enough strain on my back, and I was able to bowl, and I started picking up bowling. At first, I didn't want to, and I'm like, that's what old people with weird fucking socks play, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know if I want to do bowling. And instead, I turned out to be really, really good at it. And, I only carried, I think, what was it, fucking 171. I think that's what I carried, in my last couple of years, but I was easily able to bowl like 200, 220, shit like that. I mean, I was easily able to get up there, but I never started doing it. So this is where things changed. Back in the day, we had this little bowling alley around here that was like the old school bowling alley. Everybody knew about it. Everything was cheap and shit like that. And the old lady got sick, had a stroke, and was she was basically bedridden. She was at home. Had being supervised, and her immature son took the place over, and I celebrated. And it was really, really cool. So we had this joint set up. Every Friday, Saturday night they would have, the late night boogie bowling kind of thing where it's black lights everywhere, so you see the cum stains on everyone's face. And it was like one of the coolest shit. It was just seriously, seriously fun because you had an immature guy running a place like this with a bunch of teenage kids and everybody messing around. People would be getting high out of their ass. And there were even these two back rooms. There was actual locker room, and then there was a bathroom that didn't work. And they were both linked to each other. And the guy, it's not like the guy would just like turn his head. He would encourage people to go back there and have fun and, get blazed or fuck or whatever. People can go into the bathroom, pick a stall, and go crazy. There'd be like 4 stalls, and there'd be people having sex in each one of them. It's just like hilarious. Now, that's the kind of place we had. And he would be like, you know what, just do it. I'm not going to be in there. I'm not going to tell no one about it. Whatever happens, happens. Make sure you wipe the seat when you're done. And, and he was just really chill about everything, and that's where things changed. I mean, this was back when, I was just coming out of my shell. I was looking into women. This was way before my wife. And, excuse me. And we're messing around in there. So this is where, I would like hit on girls. I would hang out. I would find girls, talk to them, shit like that. And it'd be a place to hang out. I mean, I never thought that a bowling alley would be the spot, but late night bowling, you'd have tons of people there, cute guys, cute girls. Yeah, I say cute guys, what of it. And, and basically it'd be like hanging out, having a lot of fun with your friends. You could like eight of you fucking pack up and go to the bowling alley, have fun. And it used to be like the hangout spot for like a lot of the cool kids and shit. So we chill there, have fun, hit on girls, do whatever you wanted to do. The teenage shit. 15, 16 years old, whatever. And the place was doing great. And then bowling kind of started slipping off. And I had this swag. I had the swag too that everybody knew me as like that bowling dude. Like I didn't bowl. I casually would just hang out with people, talk, have fun, mess around, whatever. And that's what I did back then. It would just be simply flirting or whatever. But then again, there were people that knew how good I was at bowling. And this entered into a whole nother level of swag that I had. The people on the bowling alley knew me. And they knew me not only for, just being able to mess around and be a funny guy, but they knew me because I was a hustler. So growing up, and whether or not it was in school, we played euchre, poker, dice, whatever it was, all throughout my life, I did nothing but gamble. I'm great at poker. I'm great at stuff like that. I don't know if you guys know that. And I would be that guy that, people would bring their family or some of their good friends that are good at bowling in, and, we put like $20, $40, $100 down on a game, and it'd be whatever. So some nights, somebody would come to me, he's like, yo, my cousin's here, he's got $100, you want to go at him? And I'd be like, sure, let's go. And then like the whole crowd, the people would come around and see so and so bowl, and then he'd be like, "Oh damn, yo, you know, Pone's about to go up against so and so," and it'd be like, it was like some cool ass shit. So you know, it'd be like a focal point for the night. There'd be like a grand finale and shit. And that was really cool back then. And I miss those days because bowling isn't as popular as it used to be. I mean, it's still there, but you see a lot of bowling alleys falling now. You see a lot of them going out of business, just like how drive-ins and shit just kind of faded. They're great ideas. I still think they're great. I love doing it, but it's not what it used to be. And I bowled this weekend and the weekend before for the first time in 6 years, and man, I don't have it no more. That swag's officially been used up. And I miss bowling though, because that was a phase in my life where I came out of my shell, and had it not have been for that shitty ass irresponsible guy and his low budget rules, that I would have never came out of my shell. I would have never become the outgoing funny guy that I am. I'm not good in a crowd of people. I guess I'm good sometimes with pressure on me, like if people are watching and I gotta clutch something out. I guess I'm okay in that, depending on the situation. I'm not good standing in front of people, presenting something, and having all eyes on me, like consciously aware of it. But in that situation, I was okay. Normally, I'm just kind of guy, and I'm okay in groups of people that I know. But around strangers, man, my anxiety, I'm uncomfortable. So it was kind of a thing for me to train myself, get to know people, get to know girls, learn how to hit on girls, learn how to bowl. I learned so many things at that alley, and a part of me still is at that alley. I really did come out of my shell due to bowling. And I know a lot of people are like, what? And maybe some of you guys have the same situation, because, you know, a lot of people down around here, you know, back in the day, you used to talk about bowling, and they'd be like, well, that's fucking lame. That's not a sport. Nobody does that. Shit's lame. Who does that shit? Hey, did I mention that shit's lame? So people would be really, really judgmental of the thing, and I'm like, you know what? It's just casual. It's fun. You can be competitive. You can get good at it. There's, you know, late night bowling. Everybody likes doing that with the lights and the shiny pins, and there are even nights where you'd be able to bowl. You'd pay like $30 to bowl, which is really expensive, actually. But every time you'd get a strike with one of the colored pins up there, you'd get like $1. And if it was the head pin, if it was like the green, it'd be $3 and stuff like that. So you could easily make your money back. And if it went up in and if all three of the pins ended up in there and you got a strike, you'd earn like $150. So there were lots of cool things in the bowling alley. So that's my story as I just tear up these tires. Thanks for watching, guys. Am I fucking swimming right now, bro? But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a rating. Let me know if you guys have any cool bowling stories yourself, or am I the only lame swag kind of motherfucker in this bitch? Peace out, guys. Get it.